MMAclothingReview.com. MMAabsolute.com.
I'm young, wild, and strapped. I'm young, wild, and strapped. I'm young, wild, and strapped. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm young, wild, and strapped. 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 We ain't got nothing to worry about.
UIC MMA Unorthodoxindustries.com.
I'm young, wild, and strapped. I'm young, wild, and strapped. We ain't got nothing to worry about.
With the promoter for UIC, Russell Strong. Russell, you know, we're looking at the cage right now. There's a new contraption that you just added. What is that?
It's for the lights. The lights in the screens, put up 3 screens above the cage, and the lights try to put on one better promotion.
And basically, you're one of the only promoters that instead of renting a lot of equipment, you buy your own, right?
Yeah, buy most of them, that way keep my costs down, and just try and progress off of every show, make them a little bit better every time.
This show, the main event is going to be Chris Collier versus Palma Fulger. How did that fight get set up?
I was looking for a heavyweight guy for Chris, but Chris was weighing in at like 215, 217, so he never really like fight on real big heavyweight. And I called up Don Calvata and he said, oh, we have Palma, and Palma is weighing in around 217, so I said, oh, that's a perfect fight right there.
And your undercard is pretty stacked itself. You got a couple of title fights, a lot of veteran fighters. Was it hard to get all of these guys on on this show?
Not that hard. Finding opponents for a lot of guys was hard because they're some of the top guys right now, so it's hard to find them opponent. Pretty good.
And what can we expect in the future from UIC?
We just try and get every show better and better every time, Should be just every time should be better.
Well, thank you for your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody? Any shout outs or anything?
Thanks to MMA Absolute for keeping everybody up to date on the news. That's it.
I'm young, wild, and strapped. I'm young, wild, and strapped. I'm young, wild, and strapped.
This is Kenneth Yates with MMAabsolute.com, and we're here with Cassius Kegler, who's going to be fighting on tomorrow night's UIC 5. Cassius, who are you going to be facing?
And this guy named Owen Pally. He's from Maui. I don't really know much about him.
And how do you think the fight is going to go? What kind of plans you got?
I'm going to try to keep it standing. I kind of heard he's a wrestler, so I really don't want to go there with him. But if it goes there, I'm ready. I've been training wrestling. I'm ready.
And you're training on a Controlled Chaos, right?
Yes.
How is that going? How's the training going over there?
My training camp went good. I'm feeling great. Can't wait to get in there and show my stuff.
Is there anything like to say to your fans or anybody watching
I
this?
just like to thank God for letting me not be injured this time. And thank my mom, my dad, my stepdad, who is my assistant trainer, my head trainer, Shane Harpo, all the boys that I sparred with, that trained with me, Jake, Keith, the Recon Brothers, Carlos, Eddie, my brother Chris, Four Kings Kitchen for my sponsorship, and whoever comes to support me, thank you.
Kenneth Yates with MMAabsolute.com, and we're here at Anthony Bergoli, who's also fighting on tomorrow's UIC card. Anthony, who are you going to be facing tomorrow?
I'm fighting at 145 with Hilo's Bronson Barroso.
What do you know about Bronson?
All I know is he has a small clips. He likes to stand and bang. Young cat, hungry cat. You know, feel a lot of vibe coming out this. Mana strong.
And how was your training leading up to this fight?
Oh, leading up, a real good, strict, disciplined camp. I worked out with some of the guys from Nobu Uniao. Was it the Hobson Moore up in Koala guys? Leo Domingo, Raj Clark. Bronson Abdul also has a lot of his hands inside doing my jiu-jitsu from Average Joe's.
And you also run an MMA facility in Kona yourself, right?
Yeah. We've been open for about maybe 2 years right now. Just pushing the 2-year point. Our third event. Doing mainly the tough man. Stand-up is our main criteria. Then the cardio and everything else follows.
Well, thank you for your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody?
I'd like to give a big shout out to the Lord Jesus Christ for always being there and being my savior. All my family and friends don't want to miss this. It's been almost 11 years since my last fight, so starting to bang. Also my sponsors, 30 Liggins Fightwear, and also MMA.
Here with Bones Pali, who's going to be fighting tomorrow night on the UIC 5 card. Bones, who are you going to be facing?
Cassius Kegler from Hilo.
And what do you know about Cassius?
He's a stand-up guy. I know he put the pressure. He's pretty good from what I hear and I've seen on his videos and stuff like that, so he's pretty good.
Is this the first time you're fighting on the Big Island?
Yeah, first time.
Any butterflies? I mean...
Oh yeah, definitely. The crowd is... we see how it goes tomorrow. I'm just hungry right now.
And you're from Maui, right?
Yeah, from Maui.
How was your training leading up to this fight?
I'm training 6 days a week, every other week 7. It's at least 1 day off, sometimes it's 7 days a week.
At the Hustle and Throw?
Hustle and Throw gym in Orlando.
And how's that gym going?
Going pretty good. Get us and then get the kids class that we do. All kind of shifts, morning, night. I'm the night class, so we just do work.
Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody? Any shout outs?
I'd like to thank my coach Buji for being there for me all the time throughout this whole MMA career. I can thank my family and friends that always behind my back, ready for fight, and my jiu-jitsu coaches, Lauren and Andy, and my girlfriend, always supporting me throughout this. That's about it. I just came here for fight.
We're with Sally Sprout from Molokai, who's brought over some guys to fight, or a gentleman to fight. Sally, who did you bring over to fight?
I brought over my cousin Jaira Norris.
Oh wow, does he train under you?
Yeah, he trains with me over Molokai Madness. Fighting in 135-pound weight class.
And who is he going to be facing tomorrow?
He's scheduled to fight Keola Arakaki, I believe, out of HIBC.
And how was his training for this fight?
Training went well. Everything went as planned, and I expect good things to come tomorrow night.
So Sully, now back to your career. You're coming off of a disappointing loss, first in your career. What do you think kind of went wrong in that fight? I don't want to say went bad, but I mean
it was a tough loss for me. I took it kind of hard, but at first, the first thing was probably not familiarizing myself with the rules. I missed the rules meeting, and then didn't bother to ask anybody if there was any rule changes. And I thought we were still going on the unified rules, which allows elbows, and I threw an elbow in the fight, and they stopped it, said no elbows were allowed, they minus the point. And after I dropped him 3 times and I threw the elbow, I was trying to finish him at the time. And after that, I kind of had an adrenaline dump and got kind of winded, tried to regain my composure, and then minus the point kind of messes with your head a little bit, and came back, tried to keep up the same pace, and just got a little sloppy and got caught. That's how it goes. Anything can happen.
Definitely. And has there been talk yet as of when you might be fighting again?
I don't know at this moment when I'll be fighting again. Hopefully soon. You're only as good as your last fight, and unfortunately it's a loss for me.
It was disappointing to see you lost. I knew he was undefeated. You're one of the most humblest fighters I know out there. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody? Any shout outs?
Shout out to the people of Molokai. You guys always out there and support us all the way.
We're here with Keith Brewer, who's also fighting tomorrow. Keith, who are you going to be facing, Keith?
I'm fighting Jesli Saniatan.
What do you know about him?
I know he's real tough. Pretty sure he's going to bring the fight. I'm looking for a great fight.
And this is your second MMA fight, right?
Yes, second MMA.
How was your training leading up to this fight?
Oh, training was pretty brutal. Suffering. Pretty sure all the fighters that train really hard, they know what I'm talking about. So you just got to grind it out and weather the storm until you got to battle the weigh-in and then you got to battle the fight. So it's 2 battles.
And you're training out of Control Chaos. You're training out of Control Chaos with Chris Kegler and Cassius Kegler. How is that going for you?
It's going great. Controlled Chaos is my family, and I train very hard, and I fight for my family, and I fight for all my friends. Everybody that knows me or shows support. I fight for them. That's about it.
Well, thank you for your time. Anything you'd like to say to anybody? Any shout outs?
I'd like to thank you, Buster, for taking the time to interview everybody. And I'd like to thank UIC, Russell Strong, for giving me the opportunity. My sensei and trainer, Shane Harple, Uncle Chris Kegler, 4 King's Kitchen, baby.
We're here with Chris Palea, who's the main event tomorrow. Chris, you're fighting Palma Fuga. What do you know about Palma?
I just know he's a stand-up guy from Kona Boxing Club. Just a stand-up fighter is what I know from him.
And how was your training for this fight?
I did just pretty much just stand-up. I did some ground, but it was mostly stand-up because I knew he was a stand-up fighter, and worked with HIVC on my boxing and did a lot of cardio, so I'm going to push the pace.
And Chris, we haven't seen you in the cage for a while. How excited are you to get back in the cage?
Very excited. It's been a long time. I can't wait. I'm glad tomorrow's the day,
And for the fight fans that are going to be here tomorrow, what can they expect come tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, it's going to be, I'm going to push the pace and definitely push the cardio, so I hope he's ready. I bring a lot of heart as usual, and he's going to come in strong. It's going to be a good fight.
Well, Chris, thank you for your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody? Any shout outs or anything?
Just thank God, thank my team, HIVC, my girlfriend, Diana Lawrence. A lot of support.